Alright, so today I'm going to be trying a different type of video. I'm going to be ranking every single character from BFDI. I've never really talked about BFDI before on my channel, but it's like one of my favorite series ever. I just like most object shows, and I was thinking about making this a series where I do a tier list for the characters from all my favorite object shows. So yeah, before we start, I'm just gonna say all the tiers. We have favorites, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's like all my favorite characters. Amazing, they're really good, but not quite good enough to be one of my favorites. Great, I think they're really good, but they have a couple things holding them back. Good just seems like they're good. Like I don't hate them, and they do have some good parts. Average just means like I don't really hate them. I don't really like them. They're just kind of there for me. Bad are the characters I don't like. And then worse is characters I pretty much despise. Like, I hate it whenever they show up. And I do think there's going to be some hot takes. So let me know what you think in the comments. But first, we have 8 Ball. He's average. Yeah, he doesn't really do anything that interesting. Except for that thing with golf ball, but it's kind of lame. Balloony is amazing. He used to be one of my favorites, but he didn't get much screen time. He was the first one eliminated in post split, which was pretty disappointing. Barf Bag, she's great. She's like Balloony, where I used to like her a lot more. When Teapot, she's kind of boring. Basketball is a character who I used to put in bad, but now I put her in not favorites. I put her in amazing. She's way more interesting in Teapot. She's more entertaining. She's funnier. I like the dynamic she has with all the characters, specifically Eggy and Snowball. Belle, I like a little bit more than Basketball. I just think she's a little bit funnier. Black Hole, I know there's a lot of people who are starting to put Black Hole down here, but I'm putting Black Hole in favorites. I've always loved Black Hole. He has the best design out of all the characters. I don't understand I don't understand the hate. Even though I do think the creators are trying to sabotage him because he's not getting much screen time, and when he does, it's him making the team lose, and that's kind of dumb. Blocky, I love Blocky. There's a lot of people who don't like how he became friends with Woody, but I actually kind of like it. I thought it was a good enough character arc for Blocky. Bommy is a character I used to really not like. I would have put him here, but BFDI 6 came out, and it made me actually like him. He was really funny in that episode, but in all the other in BFB and Teapot, he's pretty forgettable. But I do still think he's good. And unlike 8 Ball, I do actually think they could make him funnier. They just have to do what they did with him in BFDIA 6 and just apply that to Teapot, and then he might actually move up to great. Who knows? Book. A lot of people don't like Book because of the Taco Book storyline, but I actually do like that storyline. I can understand why some people don't like it, but I do like it. And Book's best season was BFDIA. She was really entertaining that season. I really like her friendship with Ice Cube. And in Teapot, she's not really that interesting. And I'm kind of sad that she might actually be the next one eliminated on her team, and that makes me a little sad. Bottle is a character who I would have put here if it was just BFB. But then in Teapot, they gave her an actual personality, and she's actually funny now, so I'm gonna put her there. We have the first character I don't like, Bracelety. Most annoying voice out of all the characters. Also really forgettable because she got eliminated 4 episodes in. Bubble. A lot of people don't like Bubble because they think that she was too whiny in post split, which no, she wasn't. I don't know why people say that. But I still do really like Bubble. Her best season was BFDI. And even though she wasn't really in BFDIA that much, she was still good in that season. And IDFB. And Cake, I thought Cake was good in BFB, but I didn't like how he's idolizing Loser so much. But then in Teapot, they actually made him They actually improved on him a lot. He's actually way more fun to watch now. And I just really like him. He's really cool. Clock. Clock, in BFB, he was here. But then Teapot, they tried to do a storyline with him in Winter, but then they kind of forgot that that was a storyline. And now people are saying he's the one eliminated in Teapot 7. So I'm going to put him there. I'm putting Book ahead of him because at least Book like has more screen time, and at least the Taco Book storyline, at least that one ended. Like it actually ended. And the Clock and Winter storyline they just forgot. So that's why I'm playing Book over Clock. Cloudy, his elimination makes me sad. He did not deserve to be eliminated. I love Cloudy. He's really funny. He's likable. He has my favorite voice out of all the characters. I hope he rejoins in Teapot. Yeah, I'm never going to understand how Ice Cube got more votes than him, even though Ice Cube did literally nothing in Teapot 3. Coiny! Coiny's awesome. Putting Coiny in amazing. Coiny is like the one character who is good in every single season he's in. It's hard to decide what season he was the weakest in and which one he was the best in because he's good in all the seasons. He's probably the most consistent character. And now we have you. Sorry, David, but you're never funny once. Never helped for the team. It doesn't even make sense. Like, why is he here? It's an object show. Why is there a human? That doesn't make any sense. Donut. This is my friend's favorite character, and I am putting Donut in favorites. I'm not putting him higher because he's really forgettable in Teapot. They need to give him more screen time because if they don't, he's going to be eliminated because he was in the bottom 2 in Teapot 4. All right, and then Dora. I actually like Dora more than David. I'm going to put her in average. I still like 8-Ball a little bit better because at least he's an actual object because it's an object show. But at least Dora had a few funny moments and she actually helped her team. So yeah. Eggy used to be my least favorite character, but now she's average for me. She was really unlikable and annoying in BFB, but then in Teapot they actually decided to make her likable. At least in the first 2 episodes, they were like, let's try to make Eggy an actual good character, and then they started, and then kind of similar with Clock, they just kind of forgot about Eggy, gave her no screen time, and now she's eliminated. Like, Eggy was starting to move up in my rankings. Like, she used to be here, and then she was here, and now she's here, and then if she didn't get eliminated, she'd probably be, like, here. But she got eliminated, and she has no chance of rejoining. She's going to get, like, the least rejoin votes, so we're probably not going to even see Eggy for, like, 10 years. Oof. Yeah. All right. Sorry. If a person on YouTube is watching this, I'm sorry. Yeah. Eraser. A second favorite character. Eraser is he is the funniest character in Teapot right now. I don't know how he ended up in the bottom 3 in Teapot 6, and somehow Golf Ball and TV got more votes than him. That makes no sense. His whole what are you gonna do about it thing in Teapot 2 was like the funniest thing in the entire series. Fanny, another legendary character. I actually think Fanny's better than Donut. I think she's another character who's just hilarious. Every single line she has is hilarious and memorable. I know there's a lot of people who really hate Fanny because like, she just hates everything. She's really unlikable. I'm like, but she's funny and she actually has like more of a character than just hating things. Because in the post-credits scene of BFB 8, she told she told Bubble about Match, like lying about knowing the quiz answers. And I like how she actually started to become friends with Bubble. And so I actually kind of wish that Bubble went to Teapot so she could interact with Fanny more. because I was really starting to like those two, but then they got split up, and now we're probably never gonna see them interact again. Fiery, he's really good in BFDI and BFDIA, but then BFB, he was kind of forgettable. Although I did like the way that the Fire and Leafy arc resolved. I know there's a lot of people who didn't like it. I also don't like, and I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this, but I don't like how in BFB or post split BFB they made Fiery an idiot. Like, sure, he was never really like the smartest, but he wasn't like stupid. But then in post split, especially in the episode where they have to go to the warehouse, I forgot what episode it was, but he was beyond stupid in that episode, and I really didn't like it. But yeah, like I said, I do actually think he deserved to win BFDI. I know a lot of people say that Leafy should have won, but I'm actually glad he won. I feel like it was less predictable that he would win, so I'm gonna put him here. I'm gonna put him slightly above Clock. Fiery Junior. I am never gonna understand why Fiery Junior got eliminated. I'm never going to understand it. You know what? Actually, I'm going to move him above Bommy. I think Bommy or Naley should have been eliminated in BFB 12 instead of him. I don't get it. He was the only one who was taking the challenge seriously. He was the only one who was actually doing the challenge. But then for some reason, like, his team and the people watching hated him because he was doing the challenge. They were saying he was rude, but no one else on his team was taking the challenge seriously. Like Spongy, or well, it wasn't Spongy, it was Tree, like pretending to be Spongy. But Gelatin and Bommy were just standing around, and I guess Barfbag and Donut were kind of helping, and Naley, they were kind of helping a little bit. But Fiery Jr. was the only one who was actually like trying to do it, and then he got like 10,000 votes. And then when he got eliminated, his team was way too harsh to him. They were all like, "Yeah, you weren't an asset to us. You were really unlikable. We didn't like." I'm like, what? Where did this come from? They never once in the series showed that they hated Fiery Jr. They always seem to be okay with him. So I don't get it. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, the stuff he said to his team was like too far." I'm like, did you not just hear all the stuff they said to him right before he got eliminated? Like, oh my gosh. Fiery Jr.'s elimination is one of the most unfair in my opinion. I really, they're saying that apparently the Exiters are gonna have a scene in Teapot 7, and I hope we get to see Fiery Jr. again because he was actually funny. I really liked when he when he called Marker an idiot. That was like his funniest moment. Flower is average. Sorry. This is my sister's favorite character. She's gonna be really upset if she watches this video and she sees this. She's gonna be really upset. Sorry. I just don't like Flower because it was rigged. It was rigged for her to win, and that was super unfair. Like no. Gelatin should have won. Her character development was fake. Woody had better character development. Woody should have won. How did Woody get eliminated? Yeah, no. Sorry, Flower fans. Foldy. Okay, Foldy is another character. I mean, I can understand the hate for her more than Fiery Jr. because, like, I didn't hate her when she did that thing where she kicked Flower off the staircase. Because, like, it's a competition. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to compete against the other teams. And, like, the reason why she did it was really dumb and it was pretty lame. It didn't really make any sense. But, like, it's a competition. Like, everyone got mad at her doing that. But then Puffball goes and sabotages other teams in Teapot, and everyone loves her. So I don't get it. I mean, I guess it's okay. I guess it's because Puffball is just doing it because she wants to like be useful to the team, and Foldy was just doing it out of revenge. So actually, I guess I can understand why. But yeah, but then she was really forgettable in Teapot, and she was the second one eliminated in Teapot. So yeah, she became more likable. When I first watched Teapot 3, that was when Eggy was still my least favorite character, and so I was really mad that Foldy got eliminated instead. But now I'm actually glad that Foldy got eliminated because she was the worst one on her team. All right, fries. We got another unfair elimination. There sure are a lot of those in Teapot, aren't or in BFDI, aren't there? Got Fries, Fiery Junior, Balloony. I really like Fries. He's hilarious. I like his friendship with Puffball. Um, I always like the more grumpy characters, not like the annoying, mean characters like Golf Ball. Well, the more grouchy characters, but they still want to help the team, and they still are have friends with people, but they're just still kind of grumpy. And a lot of people, I'm not alone in this. Fries, I feel like ever since he got eliminated in Teapot 6, his fan base went from pretty small to huge. Everyone loves Fries now because they all think his elimination was unfair, and now I think Fries is gonna be the one who rejoins if Teapot doesn't rejoin. And then Gady is a character who I always loved, but over the years, I'm actually gonna move her up into favorites. I don't know why. I just really love her for some reason. She keeps moving up in my rankings, kind of like Eggy. Like Eggy used to be down here, and then she inched up here in Teapot 1, and then she kind of inched her way up here, and then she got eliminated. Now she's gonna be stuck there. But now Gady, I feel like every episode makes me like her more. But then Teapot, they started making her more boring and forgettable. But then in Teapot 6, they actually gave her more than one line, so that was good. All right, and then Gelatin used to be my favorite character when I first watched the series, but now he's here. I don't know why he went down. I think it's not because I like him less. It's just me liking the other characters more. There's some people who don't like his childlike personality, but I always thought he was really funny and entertaining. And he's also really good in BFDIA. I hope Gelatin is the one I want to win BFDIA. I like Fries a little bit more than Gelatin, but I think Gelatin deserves to win more. And Golf Ball. I don't dislike Golf Ball because she does actually have some redeeming qualities. But yeah, she's not really that likable to me. She gets on my nerves a lot. She's pretty mean. She doesn't like anyone except for tennis ball, and I don't even really think she likes tennis ball that much. So, and somehow in Teapot 6, she got the second most votes to be safe. What? She got more votes than Eraser. That makes no sense. Alright, we got another unpopular opinion here. I actually really like Grassy. I think he is I think he's charming. I think he's funny. I like his animations where the grass flows in the air and it kind of wiggles around. I think that's really cool. Yeah, and I just like Grassy. I do understand why people hate him because of how overrated he is, and I do agree that it's pretty ridiculous how he gets 8,000. He got 8,000 save votes in the last Teapot episode. In Teapot 6, he got more save votes than Penn, who's also a fan favorite character. But yeah, I do think he is a little bit overrated, but I still like him. Ice Cube. I've always been kind of mixed on Ice Cube. I do think she's good. When they're not giving her reused lines, when they're actually giving her a storyline or something to do, she's always really enjoyable. But then when she's not doing that, it's just her saying, "I want revenge," and it's okay, we get it. It's like that plankton scene from SpongeBob. He goes, "All right, I get it." That's me every time Ice Cube says, "I want revenge" again. It's Say something else. It's like an animated inanimate battle when Sock yells, "Say other words." That's me. And Leafy, I'm also gonna put Leafy in good. I know there's a lot of people who hate Leafy. They think she was really annoying in post split, and they hate the fiery Leafy arc. And I mean, Leafy is not like one of my favorites, but I do still like her. I think she was really good in BFDI, and I like the storyline in BFDIA and IDFB where everyone hates her. But then in BFB, she was kind of annoying, so I can understand why people don't like her. But I still think she's good. And Lightning, I love Lightning. I've always loved Lightning. Instantly one of my favorites in BFB and BFB 1. He instantly became one of my favorites. And they just kept getting better and better. But then for Teapot, I like with Black Hole, I feel like there's someone who works on the show who doesn't like Lightning, because in Teapot's 5 and 6, he got barely any screen time, and I just feel like they're like with Black Hole. I just feel like there's someone who wants him to get eliminated, and this time it actually worked because apparently he's getting eliminated in Teapot 7. So that's pretty disappointing. But I still love Lightning. He's really fun. He has an amazing design. Now Foley, I always see people saying that Foley, or not Foley. I really said Foley. I meant Lie. A lot of people say that Lie had a bunch of missed potential. I'm like, really? She did? I just think she's average. I do. Okay, at first I didn't think she had potential, but then after she got eliminated and she was in the exit, I like how she kind of became the main character in the exit, and how she's the one who's like trying to escape, and she like got everyone else in the exit to like get on board with escaping. And I also liked when she yelled at Match. That as a Match hater, that was a great moment. And like I said earlier, apparently there's gonna be an Exeter, an appearance from the Exeters in Teapot 7. And like with Fiery Jr., I'm really excited to see her again, because like if we see more of her, she might actually move up into good. Like she could go like right here. But right now she's here. Lollipop is amazing. A lot of people have Lollipop as their favorite character. I don't love her quite that much, but I do still think she's a really good character. Loser, another really hated character that I like. I have too many of these. I do like him a little bit more than Grassy. I never understood why people hated him. All the reasons that people say why they hate him, I don't really get. Like, oh, he ruined some characters in BFB, and I'm like, I mean, really, the only character that got ruined was Cake. I feel like all the other characters were fine, and I guess Needle, but I feel like everyone else is fine. Yeah, I just don't get why he's hated. I still really like him. Marker, the most overrated character in the entire show. I feel like every time I do a new tier list, he goes down in my ranking. In BFB, he was like up here, and then when Teapot started, he like moved down here. But then he got the most votes in Teapot 4, and I'm like, yeah, no, sorry, he's there. I still think he's good because he does have some good moments. But I just don't get the hype. I don't understand why so many people just adore him. Like, oh, Marker, he's awesome. Everyone loves Marker, but they don't say why they love him. I feel like it's just because of all the attention he's been getting outside of the show. Like, someone made a Roblox game about him. He was on the news, and they made a plush for him. I also feel like the writers like him, and then they saw that he was almost eliminated in Teapot 2, and so then they tried to make people like him. And it worked, because he got more votes than a bunch of... He somehow went from getting the second least votes in Teapot 2 to getting the most votes. I'm just like, how did that happen? He got more votes than Black Hole, Tree, Lightning, Fanny, and Remote. And all those characters are better than him. So, Oh, also his voice is really annoying. I know I said Bracelet he has the most annoying voice, but he has the second most annoying. Match, my least favorite character. What even is there to say about Match that hasn't been said already? She's really annoying, unlikable. She's insufferable. She's mean to everyone except for Pencil. She's not interesting at all. I just it if the Exers do show up in Teapot 7, I don't want her. I don't want to. I hope she's not there. I'm okay with seeing the other characters. Well, actually, no. I also don't want to see Bracelet and David, but I'm okay with seeing all the other characters. But these three, I'm not excited to see these three again. Nayli. Nayli is great. I am pretty sad that she got eliminated. But I mean, I guess it kind of made sense because she got like no screen time. It was like with Cloudy, but to a lesser extent because I didn't love Nayli as much as I loved Cloudy and BFB. Both of them kind of got screwed by the writers just deciding to not give them any screen time, and then they got eliminated by a pretty huge vote gap. I think Cloudy got like 100 less votes than Ice Cube, and or was it 900? No, it was 900 less votes. I can't remember what it was. Okay, I haven't watched the episode in a while. And then Nayli got like 700 less votes than Book. So yeah, she's still good, and I like her more than Fiery Jr., but I do kind of think she deserves to be eliminated more in BFB 12 or no BFB 13, because at least in BFB 13 she actually had a reason to be eliminated. But at least in Teapot she was like helping her team at least. Needle. I don't love Needle as much as everyone else. Is she better than Lai? Yeah, she is. I've always just found her to be okay. I don't really understand why so many people love her so much. But I feel like as the series has been going on, I've started liking her more. In BFDI season 1, she was like down here, and then BFDIA she was like here. And then with BFB and Teapot now she's right here. So as Teapot goes on, she might move up, kind of like Lai. Like if Lai comes back and they start giving her more appearances, like these two might actually move up because they actually have chances. Unlike the rest of these guys, they might actually have chances to move up in my ranking. Nickel. I've always liked Nickel. There's a lot of people who say he's boring and that he's not as good as the inanimate insanity Nickel, which true. But Nickel is still really funny. I like how BFDIA is kind of pessimistic, but then they dropped that in BFB, and so then he wasn't as good. But then Teapot 6, they brought back his pessimistic personality, and everyone loved it, including me. So I hope with the rest of the Teapot episodes, I hope they continue with how he was in Teapot 6. And then Pen, my favorite character. I know it's kind of a normie pick. Like, wow, one of the fan favorite characters is your favorite. Wow, what a shocker. I know, but I'm thinking Eraser might actually pass Pen as my favorite character because Pen has not really. It's weird. Like it's weird how they're giving like these fan favorite characters like no screen time in Teapot. Like Pen, Lightning, Cloudy, Black Hole, Fries, Donut, and Gatey. I feel like they're all pretty well liked characters. When for Stars at Teapot, they're giving them like no screen time. Instead, they're giving more screen time to freaking Golf Ball, the character that. Well, I was gonna say the character that no one likes, but then I remember that she got the second most votes. So, yeah, but I'm thinking Eraser might pass him, but right now Pen's my favorite. And Pencil, I thought like was like here for BFDI and BFDIA, and then BFB she was down here. And then BFDI came back, and I got reminded that she's actually a good character, and now she's right there. And she's probably going to move up into good, since BFDIA is uncanceled, and they're going to keep making more episodes. She's probably going to move higher in my ranking. Pi is also good. I am kind of sad that she was the first one eliminated in Teapot, because I do think she could have been a really funny character. But But apparently Purple Boy over here is way better. Pillow. Pillow, I would put her if it was BFB for BFB I would put her there, and then Teapot's 1 through 5. She was actually getting really good. I think Teapot 5 was probably her best episode. Then she started getting on my nerves in Teapot 6, cause like she was sabotaging her own team. Like she doesn't even care about the competition anymore, and she's just sabotaging her own teammates. And that's another reason why I like Nickel so much. He's the only one who stood up to Pillow, so that was good. But I hope in Teapot 7, the rest of Teapot, I hope they go back to how she was in the other Teapot episodes, where they keep her more psychotic personality, but she isn't actively sabotaging her own teammates, because that just kind of made me a little mad. Another a hot take. I don't like Pin really at all. I mean, she isn't so bad that she's in the worst tier. She does have a couple of things that I like. Like I thought she was good in BFB pre-split, and she was good in BFDIA. But then everything else she's awful. I hated her in BFDI. I hate her in Teapot. It's like they started. It's like everyone hated her in BFDI. She was like the 5th one voted out or something. And then they were like starting to make her better. They're like, let's say a character that no one likes, and they start making her better. And then it gets to Teapot, and they're like, yeah, let's just make her like the BFDI pin again. And I'm like, what? Why? She was just starting to become good, and then you just what? Why'd you do that? So that's disappointing. Puffball. I feel like everyone likes Puffball at this point. She's become a fan favorite. A lot of people have her as their favorite. And I totally understand why. Like with Lollipop, I can totally understand why people have her as their favorite. She's an awesome character. Even though BFB she was pretty forgettable, she didn't really have much screen time. The only thing I can remember her doing in BFB was in BFB 15 when she was fighting Spongy in his spaceship. Yeah, I also love her voice. I like how her voice is auto-tuned. That's really cool. Remote. R.I.P. I love Remote. Yeah. Even though I think Fries is gonna rejoin, and I would be happy if Fries rejoined because I do love Fries. I kind of want the Remote to join the most. I know I have Cloudy ranked higher, but I actually think Remote deserves to rejoin more than him, because like I do love Cloudy, but he wasn't really doing that much for his team in Teapot, and he if he rejoined, they'd probably just not give him screen time again. But then with Remote, she actually had screen time, and she was actually helping her team, and she didn't deserve to be eliminated because she was actually useful. So, yeah, I hope she rejoins. I am never going to understand how she went from getting the second most votes to getting eliminated in her very next elimination, because I guess Markers is that amazing. Robot Flower. She's good. I think she's better than normal Flower because at least the writers didn't rig her to win an entire season. Robotty is he's all right. I'm playing him above Golf Ball because at least Robotty isn't condescending to everyone and doesn't exclude her teammates or his teammates. Rocky. I know a lot of people really despise Rocky because they think his vomit thing is not funny, and they think he's really boring and overrated, kind of like Grassy, but like not as loved, because apparently he's getting eliminated in BFDI 7, which is kind of sad because I do actually really like Rocky. I think he's really charming, and I wish I want them to bring his voice back. They brought it back for like one scene in BFDI 6. I was like, oh yay, now we'll finally get to hear Rocky's voice more, but now he's gonna be eliminated, so that's sad. But at least he's still in Teapot, and I think he's gonna do pretty well in that. I know I'm like the only one who's happy about him doing well in Teapot. Everyone else wants him out. I think he got like the most votes for Teapot 7. I can't remember. He either got the first or the second most. Ruby, I also love Ruby. I'm gonna put her there. She is like the only member of Free Smart who didn't get derailed. She stayed consistent the whole way through. She BFDIA she was great, IDFB she was great, and BFB she was great. All the seasons she's in, she's kind of like Coiny. All the seasons she was in were good, so it's hard to decide what her best season and worst season was. Saw before BFB 8 would have been like right there, but then after BFB 8, like I don't understand why they think the 8 thing is so hilarious. It's not. I haven't met a single person who likes the 8 gag. I still think she's good because of how she was before that happened, and when she isn't doing the 8 gag, like even after she got it, like she still had some good moments. And I was sad that she got eliminated in Teapot 4. I think Pin should have been eliminated, but yeah. And apparently Saw's a lot of fans. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that she also has a fairly good chance of rejoining in Teapot. But I still think it's gonna be either Remote or Fries. Like I feel like when they get to I feel like when we get to the rejoin, it's gonna be like a huge vote war between these two. Snowball. Snowball. I really love Snowball. He's hilarious. I know a lot of people really hated him in BFDI and BFB because they thought he was just really mean. But I actually thought I thought he was actually pretty funny. People also don't like that he's kind of stupid. But then again, but also I think that's stupid. I think his stupidity, like they actually did that better than making Fiery stupid. And Teapot is actually getting better because he's actually getting a little bit nicer and he's actually helping his team more. And apparently I'm not the only one who thinks that because both of his eliminations he got the second most votes to be safe. So I think Snowball is going to be around for a while. And then Spongy. I know a lot of people hate Spongy because of what he did in what was it? It was BFB 14 where he abandoned his team because he finally had enough of his mistreatment. And I'm actually glad he did that because I agree. In all the seasons, he was always being like bullied and taken advantage of. So I'm actually glad that he finally got back at them, at some people. But the thing that is holding him back for me is that I do think, same with the loser, which is the reason why I'm not putting loser in favorites, is because I do think those two getting eliminated and then just coming back in post split was really stupid. Like Leafy rejoined in BFB because she got the most votes, but then loser and Spongy rejoined just because they never say why. They just get to come back just because I guess the writers like them. All right, and Stapy I'm gonna put here at the bottom of amazing. He is my favorite exiter. It's like not even close. So I'm really happy that the exiters are gonna come back so I can see him again. He used to be like here, but then since we haven't seen him in a while, he kind of got moved down. But I'm hoping with this new episode he can get moved back up again. Taco is another character I love. Is she better than Lollipop? No, I think Lollipop's a little bit better, but I still really love Taco. All right, Teardrop. My same friend who loves Donut, really does not like Teardrop, and I don't know why. He says Teardrop's boring, but I actually like Teardrop. I'm actually gonna put her. I'm gonna put her there. I'm not gonna put her higher because I do think her joining Teapot was really dumb. It's like the same with the loser and Spongy thing, where it's like the only reason Winner and Price Tag got to join Teapot was because they got the most votes from the viewers. But then Teardrop gets to join just because she really wanted to. It's like, huh? What? Yeah, and now she just has plot armor. Now she's just gonna be in the show because if she loses, then she just instantly gets eliminated. So that's kind of dumb that she just automatically gets to make it to the merge. I think she should have been put on Death Pact again, honestly, when she joined. And I think she would have been safe both times because people really like Teardrop. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I think it would have been interesting with her on if she was on Death Pact again. All right, now Tennis Ball. So tennis ball was like one of my favorites in BFDI and BFDIA. And then BFB, he was all right, so he started moving down. And then Teapot, he's really unlikable, so then he was down here. And then BFDI 6 came out and reminded me that he's actually a good character, and now he's like up here. Tree. Tree is another one of my all-time favorites. He used to be below like these guys, but as the more Teapot episodes come out, I just like Tree more and more. He's just a really great character. He's like kind of similar to Gady, where he's like smart, but he's not like annoying smart like Golf Ball. He's actually likable. TV, I don't like TV. He's boring, and somehow, like same with Golf Ball in Teapot 6, he somehow got more votes than Puffball, Eraser, and Fries. Huh? Those three characters are all way more interesting, and somehow, yeah, he got more votes. I don't understand. Woody, I love Woody. He's really funny. He had a way better character development than he had way better character development than Flower. He should have. He's the one I think should have won post split. Even though I like blocking more, I think Woody deserved to win. Yellowface, no, sorry, annoying. Just no. I mean, he's getting a little bit better in Teapot, so he might get moved into average, but I just no. He got the most vote. He got the most votes in Teapot 4. He got more than Winner, Bottle, Clock, and Cloudy. What? Winner. Winner is amazing. Winner is easily the best debuter in BFDI. It's not even close. And then Price Tag. A lot of people dislike Price Tag because they think that they quote unquote stole Naley's personality, which no, they didn't. It's like two characters can have similar personalities without them being like, without them stealing the other one's personality. Like let's see. Like I could say the same thing. Like I could say that Fries stole Snowball's personality. Like Snowball was in BFDIA, so they needed a character to fill in the like grumpy guy role. So then they just gave it to Fries. See, I just debunked that whole Price Tag stole Naley's personality thing. Profiley, they're good. That's really all. Actually, I'll put him there. Yeah. Announcer is really good. He's awesome. He's my second favorite host. And then 4, if it was just pre-split, he would be here. And then post-split, he got really annoying. And then he was a little bit better in BFB 30, so I'll put him there. X used to be like up here. And then I feel like over time I just kind of started to like him less, and now he's right there. 2 is easily the best host, no question. Nope. Anyone who thinks 2 is not the best host is wrong. Fiery Speaker Box, he's good. I'm glad that they brought him back for BFDIA, because I was always confused about what happened to him. Like, where did he go in IDFB, and then why is he dead in Teapot? Or not Teapot, BFB. Flower Speaker Box, yeah, just really unlikable. But she's only ahead of these two because at least she has more screen time than these. Or she has less screen time. So I didn't have to be annoyed by her as much as I had to be annoyed by these two. Puffball Speaker Box wasn't as good as Fiery Speaker Box, but I do still think she was good. It's a shame that she wasn't in it very much because she was actually kind of cool. Non-Existy, the character that everyone always says should have joined Teapot instead of Price Tag, but I don't understand it because what would you do with him? How can you make a character that doesn't exist? He can't interact with anyone. He can't help the team. He can't start any conflicts. Well, what can he do? He doesn't exist. That's like if you're playing a game of football, but then one of your players is like a rock. Like, huh? All right. So Evil Leafy is kind of lame. Lame. And Purple Face is a lot of people really hate Purple Face, but I think he's okay. All right, so this is my tier list. Every time a new episode comes out, I'll update it. Um, I won't make a new video every time it updates. I'll probably just post it on my community tab if I make any changes. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything you agreed with or disagreed with, let me know in the comments. How mad are you that I put Loser, Grassy, and Rocky over Marker? And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, whoops. I think I just messed something up. I'll fix it later. Oh, no. Oh, wait. I see it. I moved Marker. Yeah, there we go. All right.